of light energy. And therefore, they're one of the most miraculous gifts of nature. Because when you smell an oil, like you said, or when you make your smoothie, you smell the elements of the beautiful components of those plants, and you immediately feel balanced. When you feel balanced, you feel healthy. Mm-hmm. And when you feel healthy, guess what? Your mood changes. It protects you against negativity, and it also helps to heal against some of the most vicious diseases. And we've seen this when you eat properly, when you take in the oils. And this was what was so helpful for me when I went through my cancer situation, because I kept working with the oils the entire time. And Valerie Warwood, one of our vintage practitioners, we call them, talks about that from a brain chemistry point of view. The pursuit of spirituality through aroma makes a great deal of sense, because the mechanics of smell are but one short biological step from consciousness, including higher consciousness. So I love this quote from one of our teachers in this aromatherapy world. He says, "The reason for disease lies in the host, not in the germ."
100%. That's what we're missing out on today. And you brought up one of the best points is energy. I deal with energy in food. People are eating dead food expecting to have energy. And when I cook with herbs, not even cook with them, but if you add them to salads, your photon, it's the photon is the energy. They're particles of energy. So this is how you're getting it. So this is what's so missing in the understanding of oils. And I'm so glad you're bringing this out.
Yeah, it's so important. And, when we think deeper, most can agree that disease simply cannot be understood as something created by something outside of us. We try to protect ourselves. We social distance. We cover our breathing mechanism with a muzzle, is what I call it. And yet it's all about, the process is really linked to our inner worlds. Mm-hmm. A healthy mind is a healthy body. And a healthy organism is in balance with all the inner and the outer aspects. That's why I think, Kimberly, there's so much confusion and people are feeling lost. We had our talk last night on the holistic community, and one of our psychotherapists shared how people are coming in on a regular basis just feeling lost and out of balance because we've been cut off, thinking there's something outside of us attacking us, when our inner self is becoming less and less and less because we're not bringing that balance in. And that diseased organism often has lost its connection with nature, and it gives rise with the dissonance of spirit, mind, body, and its environment. And that's what the key was for me when I went through my healing with cancer, realizing I've been disconnected. And it's all, so that's why I'm so passionate about being connected with nature. One of the things we learn more about nature, and there's always more to discover. And I feel, Kimberly, that this is the true science. You're doing it with food. I'm doing it with the plant medicine. And we know, and you are one of these new scientists of today, because we work in our own laboratory with our own body, mind, and we learn more about ourselves. Like I heard you last night on the Creed program that you're talking about. You've given so many examples of how you've learned through your own discovery, and you discover the meaning of balance and self-care and responsibility and a commitment to the higher goals of human evolution. So nature is our partner. It's not an element to fight against or to subdue. And I love this whole new concept that true medicine is the cumulative data of experience of mankind, balancing the togetherness of instead of as one collective single being. And that's what was wonderful about interviewing with Dr. Mitch, because he talked about that it is just, it's all out there. We continue to learn, we continue to explore, and we continue to connect into nature. Very good. important.
You mentioned this really big thing, this loss of balance. So when all this COVID started, and the lady on the chamber, not the chamber, but the holistic community event last night. So these neurotransmitters, some of the big ones like the serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, things like that, they get stimulated not just by food, also by essential oils and plant medicine, also by saying hi to your neighbor, by petting a dog, but by being isolated. It's that being cut off, going in nature, walking in nature, getting sunshine. These are all very important things. And so you're mentioning that this connection is huge, getting connected to this.
And what's interesting is that my timing was tight this morning, and I was rushing to get in place for our show, and then I was like, okay, and I just grabbed my hydrosols, which comes from the plant medicine. When they distill the plant, the hydrosol is the water part. And I just sprayed lavender to just calm myself down. Then I sprayed rose hydrosol just to connect with my heart. Because if we're not connected to our heart, we're not connected, right? And then I sprayed a little bit of frankincense and orange hydrosol that actually brought that center, that upliftment. That is what we want to really convey when we teach, when we talk about the things that we love and that we're passionate about. And I want to just finish with a quote from Buddha. The mind is everything what we think we can become, and nature will support us in becoming all that we can be. And I'm just so passionate about that I'm actually putting a course online that people.
So how can people learn about aromatherapy? Because we're coming to the end of the show, and I want you to be able to tell people about. I think you have a class coming out, right?
Yeah, that's where I was just going.
Beautiful. I just wanted to let you know we are getting to the end here.
Thank you. So that just sort of disrupted me. But anyway, I do have a class coming online. The class is really not about lavender makes you to relax and peppermint makes you digest and blah, blah, blah. But it's really about really understanding and reconnecting with nature so that you become empowered, you become balanced, you become a whole being, and you listen to nature so that it guides you properly in your way. So you can reach me at essentialstarr.com. That's Essential Star with 2 R's. And I will be coming forth with my course in about 3 weeks. So stay tuned, connect with me, and like me, and we'll send you out the announcement on that. So great.
Fabulous. This is so exciting because you bring forth so much depth in such an important topic that seems like it's, simple to people, but it's really so much more. So thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for listening in today, and be sure to listen in next time.
Thanks for tuning into our show on societybitesradio.com. Don't worry if you've missed a show. You can find them all on our website at SarasotaHolisticChamberofCommerce.com.